The Teals have been exposed as hypocrites yet again. We've shown you before how they love to advertise themselves as bringing new standards of honesty and integrity to politics.
Democracy is under threat globally in what we acknowledge is a post-truth world. Speaker, we can combat cynicism and disbelief only by committing to openness.
And you've told me you want more integrity in politics, you want protections for our whistleblowers, you want to ban gambling ads, and you want to see better behaviour in our parliament from our leaders in our country. These are the priorities you've told me that are important, and this is what I fight for.
Yeah, they're the ones for transparency and accountability. I mean, just ask them, they'll tell you. And some people love them. They love the Teals because they seem so nice and they pretend they can do things, when anyone who understands the system knows they can deliver nothing except Labor Greens governments. But listen to the rap that Allegra Spender gets from one of those so-called influencers, Millie Rose Bannister.
I shadowed an independent MP for a day in Parliament and it flipped what I knew about Aussie politics on its head. Meet Allegra Spender, not a career politician. She's a wicked smart economist, mother, a daily 5K queen, and works in line with the values of her constituents who are real working people. And now fights for actual climate action, political integrity and lowering cost of living. She's chill.
Fair enough. She's entitled to her rather rosy view. But are they really her views? It's been revealed that Spender has been paying influencers like Bannister to produce content like this for her. So this is really paid political advertising, yet it's not presented as such. Surely it's a no-brainer, whether the electoral laws have caught up with this or not. If you are into integrity and transparency, it's a no-brainer that where content like this is paid for by the candidate, then it should be declared in the media, just like political ads are authorised. But for the Teals, apparently such transparency isn't so important.
Your fellow independent MP, Allegra Spender, has admitted that she's been paying a social media content creator to make videos talking about the great things that she's doing. Are you doing this as well?
I'm not, but having said that, I do have someone who works with me who is my media advisor, and she makes social media content.
But should it be clear to voters, people who are looking at this content, that it's paid for by the politician?
Look, I don't really have an opinion on it.
Really?
I think, well...
You don't think voters deserve to know that if someone they're watching is saying great things about a politician, whether they're being paid by that politician?
I'll have to give it some thought. It's not something I've given great thought to myself. Obviously, I haven't engaged in anything like that myself.
You'd have to give that some thought.
Well, I would think that it would be clear. I don't know. I think I'd have to give it some thought, David.
Staggering, isn't it, that Monique Ryan couldn't come to a conclusion on that, doesn't have a view. It's a simple matter of honesty and transparency. But then the Teals are not having a good campaign on those kinds of issues, are they? I mean, Spender herself was exposed just last month for failing to declare 7 companies and trusts that she's involved in, company arrangements that experts say would be designed to minimise taxation payable. And then Monique Ryan and her husband were forced to apologise when she was caught, when he, by the way, he was caught on tape removing a poster promoting Ryan's Liberal opponent, Amelia Hamer.
So, hang on, mate. What are you doing?
I'm taking the sign down.
Are you a Monique Ryan supporter,
No,
ripping down people's signs, are you? Is that what you're doing? That belongs to me. Hey, you can take it off the property, but it belongs to me.
Yeah, and in the wake of that episode, Ryan again seemed to be less than enthusiastic about transparency and accountability.
I don't have a comment for you. I've commented on that matter already. Thank you.
Do you think that was an appropriate thing to do?
Could you please get your cameras away from me?
And while not really appearing to be super polite in that exchange, Ryan's campaign staff were being instructed to promote a special form of deference for their candidate.
It's really, really important to use the term Dr. Monique Ryan. We want people to know that she's a doctor, and Monique Ryan is the way that her name appears on a ballot paper. So that's really, really important to use Dr. Monique Ryan.
Yeah, it hasn't been a great campaign for Ryan. I'm sorry, Dr. Ryan. But part of her ABC interview yesterday also revealed the real con at the core of the Teals campaign. You see, they all get elected and hope to be re-elected by pretending that they're not Green left. They're not supporters of Labor and the Greens. They're not the Gucci Greens. They pretend that they're some kind of liberal light, that, you know, they are kinder, gentler politicians of the centre or even the centre-right. They're not. They're Green left. And by taking seats from the coalition, they only increase the chances of Labor-Greens governments. Yet listen to Ryan. Sorry, I've slipped up again. Listen to Dr. Ryan on why she won't say which major party she would support in the quite likely event of a hung parliament.
Well, we don't know what the major parties are necessarily going to be offering to them, particularly the opposition. But I would meet with both the leaders of both parties, whoever that might be, and try to come to a position that would best reflect the values of the people of Kooyong.
Really? Do you really think she's open to the coalition, to the right of politics? She's as open to them as she would be to Labor and the left? Would anyone believe that? I mean, listen to what she said just minutes earlier in the same interview, running the same old media conspiracy theories as the loopy left.
Well, I would argue that some of the right-wing press in this country should come with a verification from the Liberal Party, because I do think that much of what is put into the press, and the right-wing press in particular, has been fed to it by my political opponents.
Now, forget about the paranoia being displayed there. Just think about who she is describing as her political opponents, the ones she's showing such disdain for. Yeah, the right-wing media and the Liberal Party. You don't say. Just as we presumed, Dr. Ryan, we presumed all along. If you vote Teals, you are voting for a Green left government, a Greens Labor government.